All right. Facebook sued for $100 million. Why? Because Facebook has no lawful authority to commit violations of people's proper name, to tell someone that they have a proper name that needs to be verified by ID, like they're a goddamn Congress governmental facility of some kind, like they're the DMV or something. They have no lawful authority to tell you who your giving name could be. They have no lawful authority to tell you what your faith can be in regards to that given name. They have no lawful authority to commit conspiracies against your rights. And two or more. Facebook has no lawful authority. The collateral lien amount is $50,000 per 15 minutes or $100 million in default in 30 days. Redeemable gold and silver. Started Friday, February 3rd. So let's take a look at my security agreement. Now the security agreement basically, no, wait a minute. This is the second amendment page. Of course, you want to put the collateral in there. If they act like they don't have any money or they file for bankruptcy, then I'm coming for your computers, accounts, bank accounts, office supplies to satisfy the claim and the lien. So it's already acquiesced because of my security agreement. You can see it'll go here. If you want, you can have also add creditors like Experian and shit like that. Make sure it goes to the right people. And yeah, so you also want to have the lien go onto the building itself, because you're going to want to go in there. I mean, even though he doesn't own this building, you don't want to not be able to go into the building just because they make up some bullshit at the last minute. So you want to be able to go in there and seize whatever you need. And yeah, again, a reminder what the lien is worth. And that's how you fight for your rights, because, and this is educational entertainment. This isn't legal advice, because I'm not a dead fiction. I am, in fact. And I'm all of those officers, in fact, because legal fictions don't exist. They're just walking pieces of paper, walking nullities. The issue with this is that whenever you go to court, the judge will suggest this as like a last resort. Problem is that when you go to a judge, you're acting as an infant to the state or a ward of the state, and you're not handling your own affairs as a sovereign officer should. It's your right and it's your duty to know your rights first, because common law is common to all people. So if you get an attorney talking about, well, man, you're practicing law, that's a crime, I'm gonna arrest you. Actually, no, it's common law, it's common to all people. So if you know your stuff, you can rebuttal everything they say. You understand? Because they're all just a fraud. They have no lawful authority to tell me how to name myself. That's fucking retarded. That is fucking retarded. And the representative, Jesse, as you know on my Facebook page, was duly noted. And so was Facebook entirely. February 3rd at 7:36 p.m. official fee schedule. I reserve all right and liberty. The schedule for violations by Facebook is $50,000 per 15 minutes, gold and silver. A lot of people thought that shit was funny. That shit's serious. When they don't respond, that's like a security agreement. Here you go. And their response was, keep in mind that your Facebook account will automatically lock in 5 days if we don't hear from you. But the name on your profile won't be changed without your permission. Oh, because I have all authority. Because you have none. Well, why are you telling me you're going to lock my account if you don't have any authority? It's fucking retarded. Oh, we don't need your... and we don't need your social security number or stuff like that. Give me a fucking break. The debtor's name goes back to the trust. Duh, trusts are everything. That's why you want me to have a last name. Most likely you're trying to hit the cess decay and float bonds off of it for whatever reason. Which is the reason why you don't give anyone fucking Federal Reserve notes. Alright. It's an IOU. But anyways, I replied to Jesse. I said, look, man, actually I don't have a social security number because that is a birth certificate bank account. Okay, some typos in this motherfucker, but whatever, I was pissed off. This is a birth certificate bank account that I had liquidated, which means that I can't go by that debtor name. I am not a 14th Amendment U.S. citizen, as you may presume, and I have reserved all right to sue any public servant for $250,000 per 15 minutes, and I win every time. All I do is walk in the truth in the Luciferian satanic tradition. To claim that last name is of the estate means that you are a thing, because it is a family name, and no one person can be the whole family unless they are claiming to be the estate, which means you are the debtor or dead, civilly dead entity itself, and not the man operating it or the creditor. You would be disappearing in your own court cases, and the judges will step in as the fucking creditor and clean out your fucking account, or hit your account, or float bonds off of it and send you to jail as they hold you in custody until your crossbar hotel stay service. Anywho, look it up. It's all commercial charges. All crimes are commercial, so that means you're getting a commercial charge for a commercial service. All right. In law, this name gets passed down to the new offspring. The offspring conception is transformed into a birth. If you look at beer bottles, you'll see that the only things that are things have born on dates. It is the birth of a theme, or a thing in regards to commerce and water, which the sea of commerce, in short, means straw man. Anyone using that last name has created an assumed name, and this is against the creator's rules of natural law, which is what started all laws, including common law, down the Constitution and statutes. This is a violation, and I'm giving you the opportunity to cure and rectify this matter immediately by ceasing and desisting. So they had the opportunity to stop what they was doing. They did not freeze the account yet. Keep in mind that this was like the day before. This was like February 2nd. All right. So yeah, they had the opportunity to cease and desist, and then I even responded again, and they didn't rebuttal to any of these. This is a security agreement. You may not be aware of this, but I've been studying law for about a decade, and it is very real. You can do searches on Google and all this stuff in Black's Law and study law, because everyone's duty is to understand it first and foremost. If you look at Start Living on YouTube, you will see that everyone has declared themselves legally dead, and absolutely one of the greatest extortion crimes of all time. One day, it will be you, Jesse, and I will tell you, I'm telling you, I told you so, in a room full of Jessies. You might be called out of it, and when the Almighty says your name, you're going to know it's you, and they're going to turn around and they're going to look at you, and my creator will say, did my property tell you that I named him this name? Did you violate my property by giving them to declare themselves of a thing, to try to get them to turn their backs on me? And I will say, I told you so. And all of this is happening on earth, then it's really happening. I urge you, Jesse, to look into this and see that it's in lawful order, and not to be an order follower according to what they call, the order followers, Mark Paseo, and so on and so forth. All the sources tell you that they are pure evil. It is really happening, and the birth certificate is trust, and the last name, trust estate, is Deuteronomy 24:7. Men into merchants. Anyone that makes a man into merchandise and selleth my brothers of Israel will die. That's what it says. It says a lot of stuff regarding that. So you understand the essence of the straw man, and the fact that you have to sign up for this, because they are not allowed to do that shit. So there you have it. All I have to do is just pretty much do this move, because this is like after a court case, after you go to court, after you do this, and then I can perfect this lien, and I can foreclose on this motherfucker in 30 days. So stay tuned for this amazing journey as I sue Facebook for $100 million. Stay awake.